Yes, so married as a good couple.
How do you know? Are you married?
Emotional, damn it!
Real estate in Nigeria is overpriced. You don't want to pull a Scotty Guma.
Monogamy is physically unrealistic.
Let's go.
Some people don't need healing. They need a nap, a hug, and to be offline for 2 weeks. I agree. Yeah, some people don't need healing.
Yeah.
They just need they need some cleansing.
Just go and
Just relax.
Take a
Just
break.
stay off of everything, and I think you'll be fine. This is
Yeah.
yeah.
I agree also. It's like what I was telling you.
Although, sorry,
Okay.
before you go,
Yes.
it depends on
what
what you're
On what is
facing.
you're facing, yes,
Depends on
of
what you're
course,
facing,
of
but
course.
Generally, I feel
Of course.
yeah,
It's not a fix-all system. Yeah.
yeah.
I agree 100%. Like what I was telling you that with fasting now in today's day and age, fasting not only fasting from food. You should also have fasting seasons from social media, detox yourself, purge yourself off. Just focus on you and your growth and spend some time away from social media. Take a fast. So yeah, I agree.
You said some people, right? You see some people they said. You said some people don't.
Some people don't.
Yes,
Yes,
some people,
Okay,
yes,
so
some
far you
people,
said some people, I
yes,
agree.
some people,
Yeah, some people because the sum is not like everybody is facing one mad trauma or anything. Because the mad trauma, you need more than that.
Yeah, you need
You
therapy.
need more than that. You need the therapy. You need God. You need everything.
Nigga, though.
So just need to just take a chill pill. Go and relax. Not just go offline too and just be doing nothing. Go and reflect on yourself, and that's just
Yeah.
it. I agree.
Yeah. Okay.
You're next.
All right. Let's go.
The temperature, the weather is changing.
There's no need to
Okay. I'll just have already helped. Real estate in Nigeria is overpriced. 100%. I agree.
I think we can all of
I
us.
agree.
We don't need to even.
This one is we
I
agree.
agree.
Even if you say a point, I just chip in. Just talk my mind, please.
I don't want to pull a Scotty Guma.
Good company.
No, ban you.
Banana. I just use him now. I use his stuff.
All right. Yeah,
Me too. Okay, yeah. So I mean, it's crazy. We're talking about real estate in outside Nigeria, and honestly, if I were to advise people, if you have some really good money to invest, don't invest.
Don't go to Nigeria.
Don't
invest like that.
Until
like,
they bring
Why is
some
it becoming
sanity,
so
until
useless?
they bring some sanity to it. Because for
Don't
now,
look outside Nigeria. Honestly, you'll be thankful for it. Yeah. So yeah, I agree.
I agree because I feel the real estate market is very priced, very overpriced, and it's not just worth it. Your money is becoming so useless. 150 million can't really do anything, especially in Lagos. So it's better to just pack your money and take it to other countries that see that you can see growth, and you just have to do your personal research and do all those things. And one thing also is I feel like sooner than later, the real estate, especially in Lagos, is going to crash. The real estate market is going to crash.
inevitable.
Yes,
Yes.
especially those places that are not inhabitable, that they are selling lands and selling all those property.
Yeah.
Everywhere, governor consent, everywhere. This one homes, this one that. Places that are meant to you're meant to leave the vegetations and leave the habitat,
Yeah.
the way, the ecosystem like that.
Yeah.
You are driving up the
Yeah.
ecosystem.
Yeah. 100%.
You're
100%.
causing.
If I'll just add, if the government is listening, the Nigerian government is listening to this, I think they should just
They
do
want
some
to-
regulation.
Yes, regulation.
Because the real estate scene is not regulated. Somebody can just plaster something with
Yeah,
No
luxury
price,
and
no
boom,
price control, price management. Yeah.
So if
Laundry
they can,
sheets.
if they can really put some regulation on it, it will help. But for now, man, it's just a no.
100%.
Okay, my turn.
100%.
Marriage is a secret cult. You don't really know its intricacies until you become a part of it. Yes, so marriage is a secret cult.
How do you know? Are you married?
Emotional, damn it!
I don't know. but from what I've heard, it's like I want to joke. This guy was Abari. He said, "Your guys say, when are you going to get married? I'm the only one single guy now.
Yeah.
amongst
When
you
you
guys.
enter,
So when are you going to get married? When you're not done married, like
Yeah.
they've
Yeah.
pushed you to
Yeah.
marry, you're not going to, bros, my wife did this, my wife did that. And I said, now so they face am. I said, don't say I'm sober myself.
Yeah.
So that's how it is. There
Yeah,
are a lot of ups
yeah,
and downs
I mean,
in
yeah.
marriage. Just because you love
Yeah.
somebody now, it's not always butterfly and bellies. Say
Yeah.
after 6 months, you
Yeah.
start feeling like you start
Yeah.
facing reality, and everything that
Yeah.
remains is the friendship and
Yeah.
those things, and you guys have to
Yeah.
rekindle everything
over
over and over
and
again
over
for
again,
years.
right?
Imagine
Yeah.
doing that thing for 40 years.
Yeah. I agree.
Fights, going on dates, you have to revamp your love and everything,
Yeah.
do a lot of things that
I
create
agree.
memories.
Yeah.
So
I agree too. Yeah, the secret cause me, my own is a secret cause in the sense that on the outside, everybody can see that. I mean, these people they are awesome. These
Yeah.
people they are, but now only two of them know
But
the
you
show.
just
Now
see
we,
Yeah,
you'll
yeah,
be chasing a lot of things behind closed
Yeah.
doors, but
And
you have to
yeah,
put up a united front.
yeah,
Yeah, that's because you cannot be earning your data on the way outside. So
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
that's why I would say
Yeah.
as a secret code.
yeah. I think that also for me, I'll add that you can study all you want on marriage, but trust me, when you get into the marriage, it's a different ball game.
Theory is different from
100%.
practical.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, it's one thing to know what to do, it's another thing to do it.
And what somebody wrote in his own book, that he wrote it, is based on his own experience. You're gonna
Of
face,
course.
you're
Of
dealing with a
course.
different personality.
There's no
Yourself,
blueprint. Yeah.
even your personally yourself too. A lot will change about you
Oh yeah.
when you get married.
I mean,
Children is gonna come in,
Yeah.
inside too, and you have a different
I mean,
mentality.
books can help because they sort of prepare you
To
so
navigate
so
you.
that you don't feel alone. Because that's one thing that happens to people. They feel alone. They feel like this situation I'm going through in this marriage is peculiar to me. So when you realize that it's not peculiar to you, you sort of see hope and then you see a way out of that situation. So yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like having an illness. You're not gonna
Yeah.
check Google. Somebody
Yeah,
has
Heart
the same
attack.
question.
Yeah.
Same question.
Yeah.
I'm next.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, next.
Yes,
So
you're next.
we romanticize moving to another country until we realize rent, racism, and loneliness travel too. We romanticize moving to another country until we realize
Basically, you look for greener pastures. You
yes,
don't
until
you
we realize all
forget
this
that.
all
You
these
forget
things.
that there are some things
Yeah.
that
Okay, for me, I would I'll say I'm on defense on this one. Reason why, because I'll say it's like I'll be hyping Brazil now on this.
okay, yeah,
but
no problem, no
yeah,
problem.
Brazil,
You're talking from experience.
what I have experienced in Brazil, I'm sure 100% is very different from what someone would experience in, say,
In Russia or China.
or China, or
As an African.
you know, or Dubai, or somewhere in the Middle East. It as an African, yes. In Brazil, I'll tell you straight up. I think that's why I'm on the fence on this. It's not a black and white thing. Some countries, some countries feel like home. For me, Brazil feels like home. Meanwhile, that person's story might be different in this in Brazil, but this is just personal. On a personal note, I think Brazil feels awesomely like home for me, and that's it. But as a statement, generally, I would say I would sit on the fence on this one.
On this one,
because it's
okay.
not the same,
Yeah, I mean, I would say that I agree partially with the statement, not in totality. The idea is that when people travel out, they have this belief that, I'm going to pick money, I'm going to make money, and they start doing exchange rates in their head. But they forget that you're actually spending the currency of that
According to
country in the country.
In the country,
You're
yes.
paying, and then you're paying rent. You're paying rent per month.
Per month, not per year.
You're not per year. You have these bills, and then you realize that if you don't already have that, get it done mentality to push that, that hard work to strategize and create value that you can give and then receive money, in return for that value, you still struggle, So bills is there. The loneliness not so much, if you are, let's say you're married, and if you are in a country that is a tropical country. I think most tropical countries have this communal living lifestyle, but if you're there's some countries you've been
UK, Canada,
Finland, Denmark,
Before you say something,
Iceland,
it's
Norway,
very green vitamin D. Very
France,
vitamin D, we just stay-
France.
I'll sit on the fence because I just say it on my channel. Before you travel to a country, you have to know why you're traveling to that country, and you have to know what you'll be doing. What's the purpose why you're traveling.
Yeah.
And as you said, the money you're gonna spend, okay, they earn $500, they earn $1,000 or $2,500 or £2,500 per month in this country. You think you're now changing to naira? You're not spending naira, you're spending in pounds. By the time you collect everything, it remain £100 with you, or something like that. So that one for the rent and all those things. But about loneliness, Brazil doesn't feel like I don't feel like I'm lonely in Brazil. Although I came, I met I met them manual here, and at least there was this kind of bond. And let's just say I came here alone. If I can just find a way to interact, I think I'll still leave it because the Brazilian people are very accommodating, extremely accommodating. This place feels like home. So I've not faced anything like racism or those things like that. So I think the countries differ, but Europe and other parts, or Russia or China, might be something different.
Yes.
before you find other Africans. Right?
100%.
So
Yeah.
I started on defense.
Who's
Right?
next? Yes, I was one that read this.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
next.
You're
Okay, cool. Let's go.
Let's go. We have to be fun.
I have like
The success you are seeking is in the work you are avoiding. 100%.
Preach.
In fact, this is my mantra.
Preach.
This is my mantra. I'm telling you.
Preach.
I'm telling you.
Stop you, man. Please.
I agree with it too. 100%. It's a no-brainer. Actually, I would say most of the time. For example,
Chicken
even like
which is
even
Okay,
even
okay.
even what do you call it? If you're talking about let's just even talk about things that are not even outside maybe monetary success. Even
Yes.
maybe they're working out.
Yes,
They're trying
yes,
to
yes.
build a
Oh,
certain-
yes.
That's particular exercise. Maybe you don't like to maybe leg day. Yeah, you don't like squatting because it's painful and it is that one that you don't like
That's
that you really need. That's where your success is going to come from. So that's
even gold before it gets has to be.
it has to go through fire.
Fire
Yeah,
to furnace and everything
yeah,
before
to be
it
fine.
comes,
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
it becomes
I
shiny
agree.
and pure.
I
I think
agree.
this one is a unanimous.
So I agree
Yeah,
to
unanimous.
I agree to
Yeah,
This one is
yeah,
agreed.
yeah.
I mean, big mine. The real glow up is peace
I'm
of
telling
mind.
you.
Sorry, go ahead.
The real
sorry.
glow up is peace of mind, not clear skin. I swear, men, we men, we
peace of
actually
mind.
bank on peace of mind.
Peace
It's like
of mind. And
peace of mind. It's just
I
so much
think next
stressful.
time we
You
should
say
have,
like
we should have a
this.
female.
You say like this. Women, we men.
Yes, women,
Yes,
we
true. You
men,
say women.
we love peace of mind like shit.
Yeah, women.
And I think
we
what
men.
is making some people avoid some too much talks
Yeah,
is because of if they're not giving peace of mind, just be going.
yeah.
That's like that
100%.
point of situationship and you are trying to.
peace of
If
mind.
you don't, even in situations, if you are not giving peace of mind or anything, just be going.
Yeah. Men value
Nobody
peace of
wants-
mind above every other thing.
Above every other thing.
And it's
And ladies
just-
think we are lying on top of that thing. But like,
Yeah.
that's your thing. But
100%.
even the ladies want peace of mind though.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
guys, I'm fresh. I have peace of mind. See, his
Yeah.
man too is fresh. The wife is giving him peace of mind. See him too, fresh. You will not. Don't let me talk. Don't let me talk.
You serious?
Oh, well, who's next?
Is it? Yeah, I'm
Okay.
next.
Because you have to rest.
Monogamy is physically unrealistic. This one I have to put it.
I'm the
inside
unmarried one, but they might think I'm the one that wrote it.
here. If I talk my real mind, but let
No,
me
that's
stop, let me
it's just an
stop.
opinion.
For this one,
You know, you say. Are you from Oyo State? Because you're on your own.
I get it. This one. Let me just try and be as
Diplomatic.
candid as you as maybe I don't even need to be diplomatic about
Just-
it.
just-
I kind of believe that. I
Whatever you say
personally-
here, just don't access to everything at all. I said something before you
I said something before you watch it. Know that I said this thing, but yeah, to some degree, I personally feel that it is somewhat unrealistic, and the reasons are two. Is it's in. I'll sit on the fence on it. So
What's the one?
No,
Physically unrealistic.
no, I don't agree with the statement. And the reason for me is very simple. When people want to talk about the unrealistic nature of monogamy, most of the time people try to say for men, but you see, science has proven that women have higher libido than men. One, two. People refer, and now I don't want to even go to what the Bible says because that's religious. So I'll just now people try to use animals and say that we are primal at the core of our our beings as humans. But guess what? We have animals that stick to one partner throughout their lifetime. In fact, there are some. I think the eagle, not the eagle, and then the penguin. There's a particular species of penguin that sticks to one partner, and it's so bad that if you take away that partner, they're not going to mate with anybody else. They'll just stay on their own.
Mad.
So this is an animal, right?
Are penguins mammals? Penguins, they are.
Yes, they're mammals.
they're
Yes, they're mammals. Yes. So these are animals, right? And they're able to exhibit certain level of devotion and commitment to a partner. You understand? No matter whatever their motivation is, I don't know. So I personally believe that, a narrative, the narrative of the polygamous nature of men has been driven by society so much there are people who believe that it is impossible. And I understand where they're coming from. I'll be very honest. I'm not going to act like, oh, no, I understand. But I'm just saying that I believe that it is possible. It's possible. For me, I think so.
Me, there's some things I'm not married, but there's some things I don't feel like I want to say. I don't know actually. Trust me, I don't have intention of marrying like more than one wife. Like seriously, because even marry one wife, say
Stress.
I'm
No,
kind of person.
but the
What
point
is not stress, I mean?
is not even having multiple wives.
It's not.
It's like the ideology of it. Is it realistic?
No, there are people who don't have the wife, but they have the concubines.
What I would just say is, why than have concubines, marry 2 wives, be polygamous, marry them officially.
I do not think that in the history of the world, there's anybody that has multiple wives that only sticks to those wives.
Usually will have.
You should see
What is
other
the-
one.
what- How can you be monogamous in your polygamy?
Mad. Mad.
So somebody comes and says, I have 5 wives.
And they're my.
That is
That's all.
And some short
Then
shoes.
when they say, oh gosh,
Shut up. So it means I agree that it's unrealistic because a lot of people have been defaulting on the monogamy. So it means it's unrealistic.
Okay, let me add this one before we move on to another point.
Yeah.
The reason why I say it's unrealistic is because I can't speak. I'm not speaking from the exceptions. I'm speaking from the general, and I'm not even just talking of just men. Even women. If you look at today's
Even yet, there are a lot of ladies that say they are non-monogamous.
polygamy,
NM.
and I said polygamy. Sorry, monogamy. No, polygamy is like the test for this sexual
Like
play
adventure.
is gotten so and when we talk about the animals as well,
Dogs.
among
That
animals,
one a bastard.
among animals, I want to say even the animals that are devoted, that
They are few.
they are the exceptions out of the bulk.
That's true.
Most animals are.
So that's why I
and
said.
so
That's why I agree on. That's why based on that
and I'm
fact,
just-
based on general
yes,
public.
it's just general. If I want to talk about the exceptions, of course, yeah, there are people that but generally, I just feel like
it's not
realistic.
realistic. We're just trying to lie to ourselves.
And also, like, if we want to go back to a format, part of one of the goods that religion has done, it has put some sort of, it has helped to,
But you see, okay, now you see the thing is this, right? I think that if you want to really look at this critically, you are talking about the base nature of man embracing the desires,
yes,
fleshly desires.
Yeah.
And fleshly desires is not only limited to sex. We also have food. We also so now you see that even things like gluttony, there are people who will tell you that it is impossible to curtail, and they use references of animals. But now you see people having fit farm because it satisfies ego. People don't do fit farm. Yes, there's also the health part of it.
Yeah.
But most people who do fit farm, they want to have the 6 packs so that they can, satisfy
yeah.
something else.
So,
to appeal to another market.
let's move.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Personally, it's not realistic too.
It's not-
I agree.
it's not
I agree.
realistic, yeah.
It doesn't
No,
agree.
I don't-
I'm not going to polygamous. So for my future wife,
Don't
Don't go and
don't
think.
take that
Don't
one
take that part.
as final.
who chose that part? They don't choose.
Okay, you should
What's
have
on the-
arranged that, right? So I'm next. Okay, I'm next.
Sorry.
Okay. Using toilet paper to wipe
Yes, it's not.
after using the toilet is not cool.
Do you agree? Toilet paper.
No, I don't agree.
Just toilet paper.
Just toilet paper. Just wipe
This
your ass.
is, this is
Okay,
one.
Wait, he says it's not cool.
It's not cool.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, say I agree
I
now.
agree.
Why would they clean
Water
my
or
hands with toilet
nothing?
paper? Because that thing will be itching me. When I'm done, I'm not
it
usually
called?
toilet. Sometimes I add water to the toilet clean to wipe my
Graphics.
anus. It's true now. Because it will be itchy. I'll not start walking. I like water. In Africa, we use water.
You know, I only have one word.
I think Africans, Indians,
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Middle East,
I only have one word. And anybody, if you know it, you know my answer. Tamba.
Tamba.
Oh,
finish.
Tony.
Oh, yeah.
Don't
Oh,
finish.
fuck.
That's it.
Because even if you use the toilet paper,
Yeah.
it's not even
It's
the doctor
still-
says
Yeah.
there's still some
Yeah.
things that'll be there, so you need water.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. Okay, let's go.
Chocolate wrap.
Happy though.
Let's go fast. Artificial intelligence will eventually make most human jobs irrelevant. Yes, most human jobs irrelevant. Yes, but at the same time, I feel I agree, and at the same time, I think it's going to also secret jobs for those that are still operate on those artificial intelligence, whatever, because they are still going to be software updates,
Okay.
whatever.
Okay.
Whatever.
with the way machine learning is, I think
Yes.
AI would even figure out a way to improve
Improve
itself.
itself.
Yeah.
That's true.
You just have to write the code once and it will improve.
Yeah.
But just be
So,
someone that
yeah.
write the code, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And
but
check
I
on
think
it.
once the machine is learning,
Yes.
yeah, well, there has to
Yes,
be
once
There has
you
to be
learn,
something
yes.
that's maintenance.
There has to be maintenance.
Even
Me,
the physical.
yeah, I think it varies. Number one, this is not the first time that a disruption is is
An innovation that comes
an
to
innovation
disrupt
is
something.
that makes a disruption is projected to get people out of jobs. So we can imagine when we had the technological revolution,
Yeah.
right? Is this the technological revolution?
The
Internet,
Industrial evolution, sorry.
yeah.
So yeah, industrial
The coming of
evolution.
iron and
People still said the same thing, and it's true. So the thing is that people who were in those jobs will move to
Will
another
find a
job.
way to
So
adapt.
there will be jobs for everyone
Yes,
at the end of the
wait,
day.
yes.
It's you know.
So
yeah,
But this disruption might be greater than what we've ever
Well,
ever
expected,
experienced,
yes.
anyways.
yeah, the one
Yes.
that we're going to that is coming is
Yeah.
going to be, yeah, because
Otunga.
it means you need to keep on updating yourself.
Know yourself. Who's next?
yeah, I'm next.
Okay.
I think yeah. Let me just.
I don't finish, Abi. Well, how many you made?
How much still plenty small but
Make it the whole lamp. I'll just the whole lamp. Then.
so money can buy happiness.
Talk, I go
Okay.
fast and let's go.
Money can buy happiness. I don't talk.
You agree? You agree?
I don't talk. But no, it seems like I don't be adding this boss too much. I just agree on this.
Don't
But
like
I would
just
say money can buy happiness, but it cannot buy absolute happiness. That's what I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. That's
That-
smart.
that's-
What's your own?
Honestly, right? I agree with him on that. Money can listen. You can make, bro. You can make some good money and then,
Oh, mama be happy.
yeah.
be
But
happy.
but guess what? You know the reality. When you listen to very wealthy people, you can have all the riches and you still feel empty. And then so you now realize that as you are making that money, keep your family. When the man is on his deathbed at the deathbed at the age of 85, and you ask him what does he wish he had done more in his lifetime, he doesn't tell you I wish I made more money.
with his family.
He tells you I wish I spent more time with my family.
That's true.
You know, so he buys happiness, so it gives you. I mean,
Yeah,
listen, you
of
can
course.
even make the family happy. But yes, I'm not absolutely.
What I would say is money can buy moments for you. Money can make you go on trips and go
Yeah.
on all these things to create
Yeah.
moments
Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
guys will now relive.
You now relive, yeah.
When we went to Dubai,
Yeah.
we swam,
Yeah.
we had some experiences, we did barbecue, we
Yeah.
spent time with our family because this
Yeah.
little money
Yeah.
is what some
Yeah.
people used to buy Pepsi and come flip back. They don't have anything.
Yeah,
They just come back and
but
just
that moment,
But that moment,
priceless.
yeah, it's
exactly. So it's going to
priceless.
buy happiness
It's
at that time.
priceless.
So I think what you now do is,
Priceless.
as you make money, use that money to now create more memories to make you happy.
On the second thought, can I add that there's another angle to this? Yes, money can buy happiness, but it's not absolute happiness. But at the same time, happiness is relative.
Yes.
There are people in Nigeria today that, in fact, I know personally that they were earning as little as 50K a month. But those people buy land, they build from scratch. And they are happy in their small one
things.
bedroom, and they are living there. They are great.
But money was what is making it
But
functional.
money, that's why I say, okay, the
Money
money,
is a function.
money is relative. What I will see as big money, another person might see as
Yeah,
change.
very true, very
Another person
true.
might see it as
Yes.
extremely
Very
a lot of
true.
money.
Just
So
your
I
own
think it's a very
desires.
relative.
Yeah.
It's relative
But at the
to
end of the
people's taste,
day,
everything.
money can actually buy happiness, but
Yes.
Yes.
it's not.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's go. I'm picking back. Not everybody will be successful in life, man.
I agree.
100.
And this is the best follow up for the first point.
Yes. As
You
in
see,
so,
it's so
like,
perfect.
so,
I don't know how we
perfect.
even did it.
Yeah.
In all honesty, this is the reality of life. And while I feel that success for a lot of people is I need to have it. But you see, living a long and purposeful and fulfilled life should not be tied to
Monetary.
yeah, because I'm telling you, there are people who listen. So someone can stand at the
Burj Khalifa.
yeah, Burj Khalifa.
Oh, yes.
You're at the peak. You are just there. In your condo, and you're looking out, and you are weary, going through a lot, and you're seeing, your housekeeper and and her family, laughing, jumping around, happy, and you don't even have that happiness.
Yeah.
So many people, go through life and they're like, listen, be successful by all means, legally as far as legal. Do what you need to do. Push. Don't never
So you
stop
agree?
pushing. But yes, I agree. But understand that every man has a race. Like there's my spiritual father would say, some people are Josephs, some people are Davids. Some people will have it, sharp, sharp. Some people will take a while. So enjoy your journey. Yeah.
Okay, I agree. I'm going to talk on the broader perspective.
Okay.
Make it in life, it means in marriage. Not everybody will make it in life in marriage, in finance, in family, in health.
Yes.
That's just, you're not going to succeed in every way. It's just, I just feel like that's just how it is.
Yes.
There's rich, there's poor. There's LD, there's unLD.
Yes.
There are broken families and there are
Yes.
LD families.
Yes.
I think that's just how just life. It's just unfair, and that's just how it is. And one thing complements each other. If there's no poor, there's not going to be rich. If there's no rich, there's going to be poor. If there's no LD, there's going to be unLD. So nobody's going to make it. And the earlier you know this thing, the
Yeah.
better. To
Better,
be
yeah.
able to make peace.
Yes.
100%. But there's something I also know that I'll just take to the spiritual point is, even though God has not destined you to maybe to be extremely rich
Yes.
or live longer than you expected, you can still, God is a destiny writer. You can still cry to him and ask him for more. And if he showers you, he can give you. Just like is it Ezekiah, King Ezekiah was meant to die at a point, and he prayed, and God extended his lifespan. So something like that. So that's been so. Whatever you have, if you are destined, some people they will have go and check their Akosejaye, what they want to say.
Yeah.
They said you are not going to be rich, you are not going to have money, but you live longer. But if they can pray to God, I think God can just tamper justice with mess and just put
change your
something
destiny,
and just change whatever. But not everybody will be successful in life.
There's a verse in the Bible in the book of Luke that says that the abundance of a man does not lie in the worth of a man does not lie in the
His
abundance of the things that he possesses.
Apostle.
Preach! Man of God. You saw Sao Paulo. Because I bring this guy come.
put that in.
Because I bring this guy come.
So honestly, but yeah.
Nice.
Okay, who's next? Okay.
Luxury is abused in Nigeria.
100%.
Anything in luxury, like not only real estate, everything in luxury, even clothes and everything, wristwatches. I saw a wristwatch, T-Sort, not the original. I saw it on somebody's stuff, selling for 105,000 naira. And I'm like, something I can get like 30k, even with the import duties, because I'm going to import it on Shopee from China down to Brazil. Everything's like 30k, even with the import tax and ICMS, whatever, and it's still 30k or max 30k or a little bit,
So
and you say 105.
Imagine.
Luxury because of what?
That one is it.
Clothes and
That's
everything,
what-
just luxury. They've abused that word. Anything is luxury. Building houses, doing all these things, luxury. It's abused. I agree.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. I agree.
100%, yeah. I don't even need to.
I don't even need to. No, we don't even need, because we had already spoken on the real estate. So
Yes, now.
Yes,
you can rewind back and watch that, and then
Your turn.
So my turn. Let me say this. Okay, so people should always own up to the consequences of their actions.
yes,
People should always own up to the consequences of their actions.
That's the height of maturity for me.
Yes.
That's
You
the
don't
height
blame
of maturity.
people for anything.
Yeah, take it, own it.
Even
Take accountability.
yes.
And
Yes.
Even
whatever
if somebody
is-
instigates, let's say you're going to ask for advice from somebody, I want to just do this thing. The person now says you should do it, you now do it. It means you want to do it yourself too.
Of
Yes.
course, now.
So don't now say somebody forced you to do it.
Yeah.
No.
You are. You. It was your decision to. You could have said
Yes.
no
Yes.
or yes.
Or you can go and go back and go and think about it.
ponder
And
on it and
And
come back.
you know one funny thing? It's a major leadership skill.
Yeah.
Yes,
of course.
yes,
You
yes.
own up.
You
Let
own
your
up
let
to
your let your
I
subjects
don't fuck
or
up, I
your
don't fuck up.
downlines know that yes. Okay, next one, right?
we all agree.
Yeah.
Why do we clap when the plane lands? So this is funny, right?
Have you
Why
seen
this
do we
one?
clap when the plane lands? Are we surprised? Is this trauma or gratitude?
I'm trying to even understand. So, correct.
You know.
So you know when the
Seriously,
plane lands, people are like,
they clap.
yes, people
They
clap.
clap back in those days or now.
Even now, even in Nigeria,
people
especially in Nigeria,
I
they
don't know.
clap.
Is it? I think
Is
it's
it
not just a
Nigerian?
Nigerian thing.
Ah.
I think I've heard.
Why?
I don't know the country, but I've heard that in a certain situation.
Yeah.
Of,
So
airline, they
so
landed and
so
everyone was
didn't you
clapping.
plan to arrive?
Like-
Are you surprised? Is this response?
Okay, I
Is
understand.
it
But
a
it's
trauma
more
response?
I see it a lot with Nigerians.
Nigerians,
Is it
yes,
trauma
yes,
response?
Nigerians, yes. So
I don't.
first of all, I think that people believe that even when we have the amongst every form of transport, the least accidents are like air transport,
air
right?
transport. Carry on.
But people still believe that if you are on the road, and there's an accident, God can still help you.
No. Does
No.
God forgive me?
That's
So when you're like, pilot, you do well.
That's
I think when you should clap is when that maybe those people, those unforeseen stuffs. That maybe the tire was not there and the
Yeah,
pilot
the
landed in
pilot-
the way.
yeah.
And
No,
but I think we still have to
the
clap.
fact that another thing is clap for Jesus.
yeah.
But I think is just the showing appreciation to, is it to the pilot or just to thank
Just,
God?
just
See,
anything.
Baba,
Just as long as we
everything,
land.
we land,
But I
the
feel-
pilot to God, everything that was.
But me, I've not seen though because it's you guys are not telling me
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
But I feel it's something that they should just allow them to do their stuff because it's like you waking up now. Just because you wake up every day doesn't mean there's no
Yeah,
grace.
Yeah.
of course,
You know,
yeah, it's true. It's true.
You are now used to it.
That is what to do now.
Trust, sex, love, money. Arrange them in your order. Trust, sex, love, money. Arrange them in your order.
Start.
Me.
Hi, but this one is deep.
I have my order already. Yes.
Number one, money for me.
Okay.
Number two,
Bring up.
Main offense.
Now you want to
Main offense guide first.
My
You
guy.
know, my main
Now on
man
my
guy,
side.
don't
because
say
even
anyhow.
let's say I know not everybody will make it. Not everybody will get married.
Yeah, but
So what if let me just have money? Because you'll not say you're not married, you're not have money. You not have money. That's
choose a struggle.
it means so money first for me. Number two is trust. Number three is love, and number four is sex. But somehow I've money, trust, love and sex. That's what my own. But let me know why I chose this thing. Why I put sex in last is sex is cool.
Yeah.
Sex is dope, But in the end, you get tired. In the end, you just don't want it. You want more connections. Wow, that's why I'm putting love. But before love, I just feel that there has to be trust. That's why I put it. And money, why I chose money is because even if I don't get some things, maybe the love or whatsoever, I'm not lucky in love. I pray I'm lucky in love in Jesus' name.
Amen.
At least let me have a consolation prize,
Which is the
the ego. And I pray I get rich too. Then let's go.
Customer service in Africa will humble even the most confident person. You will go by, you don't go by. So
Yes.
yeah, I agree.
Customer service is in Africa.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
The seller always feel like is doing a favor to the customer.
Yeah.
You guys are both offering the same thing, and the
Yeah.
customer should also feel like
Yeah.
they are doing a favor to the seller.
Yeah.
They are giving you a service, you are paying for the service, but the seller should always have a good customer service. If you
Yeah.
do well to a customer, the customer
Yeah.
is going to tell you, do an indirect marketing to you by
Yeah.
default.
Yeah.
And if you now do bad, it's going to cost you more to now save yourself again from that bad customer service given to that person, because that
Yeah.
one person will go and tell other people that don't buy from this person not treat me well, person has bad customer relationship or anything like that. So I agree that customer service in Africa is just not it at all.
100%, I agree. I didn't want to go into it because like you guys have said it all, but yeah.
You go buy or you don't go buy.
It's annoying to some degree, but it's sort of like annoying and it's sort of accepted. That's what's annoying about it. But yeah, I agree.
So
Yeah.
my own point now is you are not totally free until your past trauma no longer influences your future.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. I
Sometimes you've gone through some traumas and
Yeah.
you've also undergone therapy. You now feel like I'm over this thing, not knowing that the
Yeah.
trauma has just hibernated until something now triggers
Yeah.
that trauma again. I feel like, oh, I'm not even. So you have to face your face. It's not going to be easy, but you have to just face your face. So
Yeah.
I agree.
I agree, 100%. It's just the truth. Total freedom is when you're able to make a decision and you're not held back by past traumatic
trauma.
experiences. So yes, I agree.
Yeah, I agree as well. Past trauma needs to be cleared up for you to grow, for you to move forward. That's it,
Yeah.
basically.
You know greater.
100% agreement. So yeah, let me just go to the next question as the mic is on me right now. So
Okay.
was it a question? Sorry, it's
No,
a
opinion.
Opinion,
next opinion. Sorry. So there's no need for independent women to put independent lady in quotes on their bio. This one I totally agree with it,
Yeah.
and I believe that as an independent, everybody is independent. Every human being should be independent, and you don't see men going around saying, "I'm an independent man." It's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
You should be independent at the end of the
Yeah.
day. So, and like I was saying earlier, um, But this is for most single ladies out there.
Yeah.
If you are a single lady and you are putting independent woman on your bio, you're literally, it's sort of like a turn off for many, many, many men. I can't speak for all men, but it's a turn off for many men because it's sort of like you're putting it out there. You're telling them that, well, I can do everything myself.
Yeah.
I pay my bills. I do. Yes, you should be able to do all those things, but you don't have to spill it. Put it out there. So yeah, that's just my
Yeah.
take on it. So it's
Yeah.
not necessary.
Yeah.
I agree too, because there's no point. You're an adult, so you pay your bills. It's like
Yeah.
a part of your responsibility. It means
Yeah.
you're responsible. So I think what makes them put that independent lady on their bow is the fact that there are many ladies that are so dependent and they can't do things. They can't even fend for themselves. They ask people for money. They depend. They lie. They do this, just to get money from men or some things like that. So that's why some people, when they are now independent, they put in their bow just to show that I'm not part of those guys
Yeah.
that beg for money or anything. But there's no need to put it from your actions or all these things. The man will notice. So that thing, independent men, is always looking like a turn off for some men, and they'll be like, are you coming from the aspect of you are shaming the girls that they are so dependent on people and asking for money, they don't have
Yeah.
any job whatsoever,
Yeah.
or you are trying to just prove a point to the man?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so what's your own point?
Okay, on this point, what do I think? What else were you gonna be? Dependent? It doesn't make any sense, So, and independence is not even only about money. It's your mind, your mental development, how you see life. So forgiveness is underrated. Some people do. Some people deserve a second chance. Yes. I think that I agree with this. People deserve a second chance, but with wisdom. People actually deserve a second chance, but you have there are a lot of things that come into play. You have to weigh the odds. When you give people second chances, you need to realize that there's a tendency that they are going to repeat the same thing, no matter how small, even if it's 1% probability. So yeah.
I agree to everybody deserves a second chance, but you just know how to now put them in their own place. Someone, this person has done something bad to you and you forgive the person. You can't let that person just creeping back into your life. You have to just maintain some distance, and you can't say some informations. Maybe the person betrayed you, but just give them a second chance. Forgive them. That's just it. By forgiving you've healed too.
All right. So for me, yes, I totally agree with it because forgiveness in itself is really not about the person. It's about
It's
you.
about you.
If you want to heal your own self, you want to grow, you want to, you have to forgive. So that's just. But of course, like Michael said, or I don't remember who said, like when you forgive, you have to, give that second chance with caution. This time you're not just going in blind. Now the person has beaten you the first time. Yes, you have forgiven and you're given a second chance, but you have to be smarter about it this time. So yeah, that's it basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the last, right? Is
No,
the
second to the
Okay.
last. Men and women can never be just friends without some level of attraction. I kind of agree. Yes, men and women can just be friends. There's this level of attraction. Unlike poles attract. Even lipos are even attracting right now, safe.
Wait for it.
But based on this context, they can't just be friends. But we have friends. But there's this level of attraction. It's now left for their maturity that they must respect boundaries. I have some friends that maybe we're growing up, I'm attracted to this lady.
Yeah.
She's a very cool friend of mine. We can't really date, but it's just that level of maturity. I'm like, we can't date. We're not compatible. I must not mess up this friendship. And that's just how it is. So it's just level of maturity to know that, okay, you're being friends with a man or a woman, especially if you're married. Even if you're not married, no boundaries. No boundaries. So respect yourself.
I agree. Yeah, I think there has to be very, very, very clear cut lines, to navigating opposite sex relationships. Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah, for me, I agree as well. But what do you call it? You see, when a man and a woman are friends, especially, uh, yeah, my my mind don't. But I agree. What is it?
Men
They
and women
cannot be.
can never be friends.
Can never be okay.
Just friends
No,
without some level of
okay,
attraction.
no, men and women can be, but let's be realistic.
Okay,
to be truth.
they can be friends,
Yeah,
but
they
there has
can
to
be.
be some boundary.
Yeah, there has to be boundaries, and then it depends on how maybe their friendship brewed. Like there are certain most guys and girls, especially singles or even mostly singles. Let me just talk about singles. Most guys and girls that are friends usually starts out as mostly the guy initially wanting something, and then eventually turns into a friend zone, and then they just keep it that way. The day that
They break the
maybe
gay heart.
that's
She wants what do you always call it?
that's
Closure.
yes,
Closure, yeah.
Remilekun,
Mabo.
yeah, that initial spark that the guy always wanted to be like, oh yes, this is jam. But that is in just one, and it's just an example. But like generally, because I've been friends with females before, that honestly there was no
No strings attached.
but
You like them
somehow the longer you stay friends, you know this
Start
person,
thinking.
it can grow. So I think boundaries is very, very important, especially when you have now gotten to a point where you are married and all that. You have to just put aside certain friendships. Actually, there are some friendships you just need to cut, because you know that, see, if not for, say, whatever, this person, if you stay there, you can be growing. It's just not.
I also feel like also the same thing. The longer you stay with a lady friend, like as a guy, I feel the more you might not even see that lady as attractive to sometimes. Because it might just be your brother.
Yes.
You just see her as
Yeah,
your
my
brother.
OG,
She
my
can't
OG,
look so
yeah.
sexy in your eyes again, even if she's the sexiest. So it depends. It goes both ways. So the
Yeah.
last one.
Last one, yeah. Let me read the last one. So the last one is
Let's be walking like this.
Semo should be cancelled 100%.
Semo should be cancelled. Yes, Semo should be cancelled. Swallow.
Semo should be cancelled. I'm
Semo
100
is
on that.
bullshit.
For me, the goat of swallows is fufu.
Fufu?
Yes.
For you?
No, well, fufu.
Amala.
Amala is in a league of on
Its
its
own.
own.
Okay.
So I won't call it. But fufu for me is the quickest, the faster, and then I'm being a bit partial because I also like eba too is also a lifesaver. But the goats of all swallows that are not eba or amala for me is fufu. Semo should be cancelled.
Yeah, Semo should be cancelled. I don't even like Semo. I just manage to always eat it. Semo should be cancelled. It's not looking even like something that originated from like Africa. It's like something like synthetic. They make it somehow. It's processed like this and everything like that. What do you think?
100%. No, Samuka, no, but not cancelled. Not
It's on live food now. Semo, when you
No, it has a role to play. Sometimes just like it's Samu.
okay, it's your opinion though.
It has a role to play, But amongst all the swallows, it's low.
It's not
it has a
even
low-
but it's, even if I don't like it, but
It has a low
it's
rating,
skinny.
honestly.
So,
Yeah.
guys, we just finished this thing. Rain has chased us.
I swear.
So we're about to book Uber and be heading home. We're just leaving the park right now. I want to.
Okay, I think
So guys,
we should book from that place.
Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. So we're signing out. Subscribe.